Alrighty then. What is going on, peeps? It is Monday, October 9th. Welcome back to our online show, the Stay at Home Open Mic. My name is Richie David Marrufo, and we're coming to you live and live from the 915. What's up? Hope you're doing well. So I said, welcome back, but if this is your first time, it's good to have you here. We've been doing this since April of 2020. So if you do like the show, you can actually go back. We have an archive of every single show since that, since 2020. Like we have a whole archive of them. In fact, we have a bunch of different playlists. You can go check it out. They're all archived, and they've been graciously time-stamped by the one and only Kit Ren, who you will hear from tonight. And again, if you haven't been here before, you'll definitely see all the regulars out tonight. So yeah, this is brought to you by Barbed Open Mic Series, and we are based out of El Paso, Texas. But thanks to technology, thanks to Zoom, YouTube, live streaming, all that, we're going to be able to travel all around the country, and if we're lucky, even the world. But as always, this is a platform we definitely encourage you guys to follow and support the performers that come up here and share their work with you. Performers, if you want to perform, it's as simple as signing up. We do have a sign up sheet. You can usually find it in the description of the video. If you're watching this live, it's not there yet. So once we get started, I'll let you know as the MC and host in between performers when the sign up sheet is there. We don't have that full of a list. So if you guys are interested in reading, you're more than welcome to. But if you're here just to listen, to support, that's definitely accepted. You guys are an intangible audience though, so we don't know you're there. Something that always helps is if you hang out with us in the live chat. So just saying hello, letting us know you're here, commenting on performers, and many of us do like to hang out in the live chat as well. And if you're here for EPCC Tejano Passport Program, I will be letting you know throughout the night different ways in which you can contact me. So stick around for that. But we're going to go ahead and as always, we got a whole list of performers. But before we start, a couple of updates. So once again, if you do live in the El Paso area, we do have open mics that are in person. There are different venues, different nights of the week at different times. Tomorrow, Tuesday, October 10th, 10/10, we are going to be at Mona Bar in downtown El Paso. That is going to be our music and poetry open mic. So if you are a musician, if you're a writer of any kind, I know I put poetry, but it's any kind of writing. So if you write prose, any kind of experimental writing, singer-songwriter, any kind of that style, come on out. We're going to be at Mono Bar. It's always a lot of fun. Yeah, no stand-up. We don't stand up with stand-ups. No, I'm just kidding. We have like one show we still do comedy in, but it's getting hard. It's getting hard to keep doing it. We just want to have good vibes, good times, cool performers, and make sure people feel good and safe. That's really the main point. So come check us out. Also, if you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel, we did release episode 54 of our podcast. It's been few and far between, but we actually do have a podcast where we interview writers, authors, musicians, especially attached to the city, to the open mic, or people that I just kind of meet along the way. So we featured Mexican-born Chicana poet. She's an award-winning filmmaker and poet, Selene Suchit. She's living in New York City right now, but she spent some time in El Paso. So she did a book tour for her collection of poems called Music for Butterflies, or Música para Mariposas. It is a bilingual collection. That was a cool interview. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, that video is now available on our YouTube channel. We shot a video with Afro. All right. I didn't promote that as much as I should have. Afro is a really great big name in underground hip hop. He came to El Paso. He's a great wordsmith. He's got that deep baritone flow that just goes so smooth. Anyway, those are just quick updates. Today, we're going to go ahead, as always, go to our open mic. Again, leave comments. Let us know you're here. If you're here for Tejano Passport, just shoot me a message and I'll get back to you. But right now, we're going to go ahead and kick things off. Let's take a look at this list here. Pulling it up. We're going to kick things off in El Paso. And as always, as I mentioned time and time again, we are looking forward to our upcoming book. It's getting closer any day now. But yeah, she'll be doing an online release as well as one in person in El Paso. But let's just let her words do the talking. Without further ado, let's go and kick things off with Robin Schofield. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Richie. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday night. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to read some just a handful of poems. So one of them pretty old, but it was published in Descant, which is out of TCU. And I'm not sure, none of these poems, all three of these poems I'm going to read. I just don't know where exactly they belong in my manuscripts. So this one is called Maria, Better Than Nothing. That's what they called her, Juana Marie, the last survivor of one California Indian tribe, the Nicoleño. Left on San Nicolas Island by herself for 20 years, she forgot others whom the Franciscans had transported into disease and slavery, their missions of charity. Found 2 decades later, quite by accident, dressed in bird skins, singing bird songs after not hearing words or people. She forgot she was not a bird. She forgot words, not sound, not birds, not clothes. She forgot language, not song, not art. So this one is called Passage to the North. And so far I have it in 2 different manuscripts. I didn't see the hawks today, hunting rodents over the long grasses while floating flapless over the ridge. They have likely departed north. Nature gives them both an extra charge. Just today, though, I heard the songbirds start up again, a sweet performance. Desert marigolds are about to bloom. Give them 2 weeks to migrate across the desert scape. Which way, America? Liberty is always farther north. Follow the star out of one danger zone into another, La Fronteriza, to hear the questions. Who are you? What do you want? Where are you going? Where are you from? You must step up to the threshold, singing birds who think the hawk is gone. Heading north like birds, you arrive at the checkpoint with only what you can carry on your back and hold in your hands. You go in the footsteps of the revolution. You go from your life that made you leave, your home, not even as safe as a nest in the ground. Okay, and this one's called Elegy for a Book Lost in a Fire. I changed my life. One must, as I perused the book about the forms of nature conforming to the spiral of the Fibonacci series, snail shell, turtle, fish skeleton, dragonfly wingspan. The golden rectangle on the cover, the author, a Hungarian architect whose name I've lost. An oversized paperback of all the beauty and harmony in plenty of black and white illustrations of the structure of these numbers, a doorway's dimensions, in the mind's eye and entrance. I wasn't equal to figuring out the equations, so I took his word and his art for bond. I know beauty when I remember it, the secret code of the whirling cosmos, a sunflower. Seeds explode in its core according to this pattern, same as the spiral galaxy, ablaze with 1 billion stars, burning into extinction. Okay, and my cover poem is called We Lived Happily During the War by Ilya Kaminsky, who is Ukrainian. And when they bombed other people's houses, we protested, but not enough. We opposed them, but not enough. I was in my bed. Around my bed, America was falling, invisible house by invisible house, by invisible house. I took a chair outside and watched the sun. In the 6th month of a disastrous reign in the house of money, in the street of money, in the city of money, in the country of money, our great country of money, we, forgive us, lived happily during the war. Okay, that's my little set, and I do have this book coming out in October. It'll be available online by October 20th. It's called Ridge of High Pressure from Mouthfeel Press. It'll be available at all the usual stops, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, mouthfeel.press.org, or is it mouthfeelbooks.org? One of those. And I'm really excited about that. And we'll see. Yeah, we'll see you guys at the open mics around town and at Tumblewords on Zoom, I hope. Tumblewords is from 1 to 3 on Saturdays, Mountain Time. And it's a really good way to get that pen moving. So
Okay, awesome. I love the wave. Like, all right. Sorry, I got somebody was messaging me for the room link. Sometimes I got like all sorts of messages going on. I'm trying to like people are like, is there a session? Is there a room open? I'm like, I gotta like, all right, here's the link. Make sure you sign up for the right day. Because sometimes people sign up early. Okay, no, there he is. Okay, cool. We got people coming into the room, adding to the list. All right, awesome. Thank you, Robin. Definitely look forward to that. Mouthfeel Press. Yeah, and I guess more on that as it comes along. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go from El Paso to Pittsburgh and tune in with the one and only Vale Larkin. Vale, happy Monday. Good to see you as always. Go ahead and do your thing. Take it away.
Hi, nice to see you. I'll put my info up in chat as usual. Okay, brand new one that it's a pretty drafty and another one that's still fairly new. We investigate the hallway. This door opens into living quarters. There are 4 beds. They are bunked on the south and north walls. There are 2 chests of 4 drawers each. The slick white drawers are locked. The slick white floor is clean. This door leads to a galley. We see a slick stove. There is a white countertop. There are white slick cabinets and a knife block, slick and white, bristling. We see a cutting board on the countertop that is not slick, but matte, like someone has scraped a knife over it over and over, obliterating the faintest reflection. There is a table. There are 4 chairs. This door is locked. Through the window in the door, we see slick white shelves rising on all sides, stretching back through the pale gloom to black. The shelves hold boxes, hard, shiny plastic. They hold weapons with light-up displays and buttons for triggers. They hold 2 skulls, fanged, horned, and ringed with lacework bone. The shelves hold a series of beakers with things we can't see in them, just faint shapes in the yellowing liquid. They are sealed with something that hisses softly. One of the weapons is missing. This door guides us into green. We are reaching the limit. Here are chlorophyll and fibrous fronds. Here are lights of such complexity they soak the world in color. The planters are slick and white. The earth is black and damp and rich in a way that even the slick green leaves cannot quite manage in this place of shining surfaces. Some of the earth scatters across the floor, life running out into the void, and the shards of a planter glisten, slick and white and red. This last door, and we move into a vast white space. massive, like only hubris can be massive. The ceiling and the far wall are blasted open. They have been unpeeled to the immensity of the teeming fluid around them. Here an asteroid, there a comet. Look, a dozen meteors streaking through that planet's atmosphere like a globe of fireflies in the corner of our view. The floor of the space is punctuated by chairs, desks, terminals. There are 4 of each. Clinging to the rim of the doorway, we catch glimpses of the jagged edges of the way this room had wished to be. Assertive, inquisitive, aggressive. We can see the deadly stalks of cannons facing forward past the boundaries of the gaping hole. And we can see the suns, both of them, brighter and bigger now than they had been before. Our hands grip harder on the edges of the steel, and our fingers leave prints of treacherous oil on the white, the slick. There are 2 spots in our vision, 2 retinal voids at the edge of the light. We wonder aloud if they can see us, either of them, anymore. But the sound does not carry like it had before. My hand grabs out and catches your sleeve, and the white walls slip by. Thank you. And I have one more. Might have read this before. I think it might have had a different title, but we'll see. Gnosis and the unknowable. In this moment of unknowing, of unending wonder, I am unwound from my twisting knotwork, all my ornate iron spirals and the eloquence I only show when I am seen by someone I long to be worthy for. Parapets crumble beneath my feet. I am finding peace where soil finds moisture, and we all mingle together. In this moment of unknowing, I am looking to the ground, I am looking to the sky, and I am both rooted and flying, inspired and elated, and the warmth of your love, your peaceful embrace means more than my mind, than meaning, my memories, or how I wish the world would remember me. In this moment of unknowing, I am staggered by the song your stars make. I am breathlessly bewildered, and my own imagination fails and falls to the beauty of the truth, beyond all being or unbeing, literal or metaphor. It's all real in your roiling eyes, and we are spinning, dancing, delighted in spite of ourselves. In this moment of unknowing, I am called beyond the limits of my skin, the limitations of my stifled senses and wandering mind, of my boundaries and barriers and deepest, sharpest fears. I reach for your light, and oh, the farthest reaches of our lacework universe, resonant with all our many revolutions, dissolve me up and sweep me into forever. Thank you. I'll be featuring this Wednesday at In One Ear out of Chicago. So that'll be online at 9 Central.
Awesome. All right. And I want to say you've read that one before. There were some lines that just hit so hard. I felt like I've heard them before, or maybe they're just that good, like it hit on a nostalgia of like
Could just be that good.
Past lives. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think you've heard it before.
But a different title. Yeah. There's definitely, that was just being dramatic, but yes, there were some memorable lines. I'm like, oh yeah. But that was amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I went ahead and shared the link. Let me make sure actually, your links on YouTube. I'll go ahead and do that as well. Thanks, Val. It was always great having you. We're going to go ahead and keep this going. I'm going to try and be brief. Sometimes I do a big talk up and set people up. And, I'm just going to let people's words do the talking today. So we're going to kick things off back in Denver, where we have our own lighthouse. And he always has a tie-in, a connection to the lighthouse. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome Michael Sindler back on stage. Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. And that connection is lighthousewriters.org. And just so you know, if you happen to like that Ilya Kaminsky poem that Robin just did, I'm going to be lucky enough to take a workshop with Ilya Kaminsky this Saturday, thanks to Lighthouse, and then be part of a talk that Ilya and another writer are also doing. So yeah, it's a nice place. And yeah, I just want to say, when something's that good, as what Vale just did, it's well worth listening to many times, much more than just once. I just want to, take a sec on what, questioning Peter Falk Day, or what is officially known here by Colorado State authorities as Indigenous Peoples Day, which makes me very happy about my state that is the official name of this day. And I don't usually do it, but I will just mention the fact that, this is the home of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute. And don't say it often, but it's been that way for thousands of years and will remain that way no matter what. And I'm just going to do one piece that sort of talks about that edge between how we see things and what they really are. And it's called You Paint My Place. And it's based on a painting in the American Museum of Western Art called Self-Portrait Paint and Indians by Walter Ufer, who actually was nicer to a lot of his Native American models than many of the painters in that Santa Fe school, but that's another story. So you paint my place. You paint my place, but not my people. Try to pin down the irretrievable. Your paint can't recreate the magic of sacred dances or the tragic cry of the land, a constant sound since you invaded, or the way of life that slowly faded. You think you capture our tragedies and our tradiciones? Consider yourself a sort of court magician. Your canvases reap thousands of dollars, yet not a penny of it is ours. You sketch and paint our once sacrosanct landscape with color palette drawn from ground you've raped. With whites, it's never give, it's always take. You can't appropriate what we are inside, can't understand our sorrow, can't feel our pride, rooted in the experience of rapture. Your vision is of a hollow shell in which hides that which you'll never see, never touch, and can never capture. You paint my place, but not my people. You make a myth where none is needed. Your false mirror reflects savage stereotypes. We disappear before your eyes. You paint a lie when you paint my place. You paint only yourself. And I'm just going to keep it short for that and just read that one. And there are so many great Indigenous poets. And of course, everybody knows Joy Harjo because she was poet laureate, and a lot of people know Natalie Diaz, but there are just so many great Indigenous poets. I thought I'd just read one by somebody who's a little lesser known, and it's Linda Hogan, and it's called History of Red. First, there was some other order of things, never spoken, but in dreams of darkest creation. Then there was Black Earth, lake, the face of light on water, then the thick forest all around that light, and then the human clay whose blood we still carry rose up in us, who remember caves with red bison painted in their own blood after their kind. A wildness swam inside our mothers, desire through closed eyes, a new child wearing the red, wet mask of birth, delivered into this land already wounded, stolen and burned beyond reckoning. Red is this yielding land turned inside out by a country of hunters with iron, flint, and fire. Red is the fear that turns a knife back against men, holds it at their throats, and they cannot see the claw on the handle, the animal hand that haunts them from some place inside their blood. So that is hunting, birth, and one kind of death. Then there was medicine, the healing of wounds. Red was the infinite fruit of stolen bodies. The doctors wanted to know what invented disease, how wounds healed from inside themselves, how life stands up in skin, if not by magic. They divined the red shadows of leeches that swam in the white bowls of water. They believed stars in the cup of sky. They cut the wall of skin to let what was bad escape, but they were reading the story of fire gone out, and that was a science. As for the animal hand on the death's knife, knives have made as many sides as the red father of war who signs his name in the blood of other men. And red was the soldier who crawled through a ditch of human blood in order to live. It was the canal of his deliverance. It is his son who lives near me. Red is the thunder in our ears when we meet, love like creation in some other order of things. Red is the share of fire I have stolen from root, hoof, fallen fruit. And this was hunger. Red is the human house I come back to at night, swimming inside the cave of skin that remembers bison. In that round nation of blood, we are all burning, red, inseparable fires the living have crawled and climbed through in order to live, so nothing will be left for death at the end. This life in the fire, I love it. I want it, this life. And like I say, that's by Linda Hogan. It's called The History of Red. Thank y'all very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. And thanks for reminding us of the author. Yeah. So I didn't really mention it this time at the beginning, but we definitely encourage you guys to share your original work, stuff that you're work in progress, drafts stuff, old stuff, or even cover poems, right? And of course, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. So if you guys want to celebrate that, anything you guys want to say, we're here. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep going. Check out lighthousewriters.org. All right, so we got a couple peeps that are not here yet, so we're gonna move along the list and head to the West Coast. We're gonna go drop in San Francisco for a little bit. He is the host of Time to Arrive weekly open mic. In fact, we do have an El Pasoan, Belinda Suberman, will be joining 1010, and she's gonna kill it as always. I've played music with her for many years, really cool stuff. But of course, Dane, he's published it. I publish you. So let's go ahead and welcome to the show. We got Dane Ince. What's going on, Dane? Welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you. Yes, let's see. I don't know what to do. Okay, just keep. You can't see that. All right, the blur ate it. Yeah. Okay. A little while. That is a new book out that I have out. It's called Destiny Murder. Or you can see it great on her camera over on Mercedes' camera over there. And so I asked Richie I'm going to read a couple of. It says host disabled participant screen sharing. Okay. So I want to play something.
It's available now.
Okay, good. And then I'll read a couple, a minute ago when I tested this, you could see it. There it is. Yeah, I want to see if I can play something, and yeah, the genesis of this was it was an early thing. You guys venue. Okay, can you see like some kind of cityscape there?
Mhm.
Okay, all right, then I'll be quiet now. Destiny murder. She folded my brain. So much Saturday laundry. Rotating fan in the corner pushes its little heart's worth of heat from one corner of the room to the other. Still hot, sweaty. 11 p.m. night. Crack, concrete hard. On my back, poking, wondering how long the plume lasts. Later, longer than last blood spurt. Flip a coin to bet myself. I win. I lose again. Looking up at the ceiling, apocalypse. Empty Hiram's rye bottle on the floor. It's a roadside motel. Hot in strangeness. Number 41 this month. I carry a gun. It's a job. Seems like a blink from the night, from just before midnight to first bird chirp. No sleep, no shower, dress, coat, hat, skirt, tie, hangman's noose, loose. I'm sweaty. It's sweaty. It's a bad day. Head for bad breath. Bad coffee shop. It's black and bad stubble. Reflection from the coffee cup steam clears in a moment. I see me in the bottom of my second cup of joe. May the waitress sloshes coffee all day long. Put on my hat, I watch her and wonder. Light a cigarette. See her move through the diner. Looking through the window, I wonder, with that body in mind, what she does for fun. There is nothing but shade, but it's still hot. No place at all for coolness. On the highway now, heading west, Route 66. Destiny, murder, destination, hell.
All right.
Okay. All right. So for the folks that weren't don't know the genesis of that, I think it was like the first time that I came to BWOMS and I saw Richie with his equipment and it had some bongos in the back, and I said, "Hey, would you like to play some bongos?" And he obliged, and thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. So I have a couple of short poems. Poet's Grocery List: blood oranges, hearts of palm, everything in the store that is red, and salt for the wounds. Apart. He was a man who carried change in his pocket so that people would know he had money. She was a woman who made everyone lose their sense of direction and drink too much absinthe. They could not dance together, and they were terrible apart. There are letting goes of different types, sizes, and shapes. Some have color you can taste. I can think of reasons why, but there is sand. Do you feel a sameness in our difference? More crackers for bed. Isolation says all kinds of things. So, seduction, swish of tail, curl up and purr. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. Thank you, Dane. Yes, I
Oh, Fury.
totally saw that in the bio, and I should have the name of that book. All right, hold on. Sorry, all my equipment's failing me right now. Yeah, that's I was like, I know that guy. It's been a while. That was the first time, and that was also one of the few times I was actually in my studio at Power at the Pass. A lot of times, most of the times when you guys see that background, it was a green screen illusion. Yeah, I had my green screen set up because I really liked that setup. But in that time, in the last month, rain destroyed that room, so I've since had to move out. But I also have lent out my bongos to a friend who's had it for way too long. But that inspired me to go pick them up. I'm like, hey, can I get those back? Because it's definitely fun playing. I missed that. But definitely looking. Oh, hold on, I lost something here. Give me a second, guys. Destiny Murder. That was cool. I really like that trailer too. Cool stuff. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it in the room. Turn the camera over and welcome Mercedes to the show. Wait, so hold on, I'm confused. Are we featuring Dane or Mercedes next? Let's go ahead and get you on the screen. Mercedes, what's up? Welcome back. Hey.
Thank you, Richie. Hang on, let me change something. Okay. All right. I just have one poem tonight. It is a sonnet of the Petrarchan variety. Rather than let a grain of sand annoy, an oyster makes a pearl inside its shell. Would that we humans had a magic spell with which to turn our sorrows into joy. Despite all of the caution we employ, to marry the wrong person can be hell. Too many men and women know this well, offered their hearts for lovers to destroy. Pray it's not too late when you discover the apple of your eye is full of worms, or the one you chose to be your lover denigrates you in no uncertain terms. Please don't feel obliged to give them cover until their deadly chokehold on you firms. Thank you. Okay.
Very cool. You guys are keeping it short and sweet. We got people in our little Zoom rectangles clapping, snapping, moving it along. I see people people enjoying it. Thank you, Mercedes and Dane. San Francisco 1-2 punch. In fact, it could be 3 because actually next up on the list I have Finn Bell, and that's cool. Is that the first time we've had you back to back like that? The West Coast trio. Let's go ahead and welcome the amazing, spectacular Finn Bell. Go and take it away. Hey, happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. I'm more like the West Coast third wheel. Yeah. Okay, so 2 poems and maybe something else. I don't know if I shared the Ed thing. Oh, am I not muted? Am I unmuted all this time? I was like, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So Miss Diane Ward had a series, a workshop series, poetry workshop series, which was really excellent. And it ended last week. I did on her first one, I think, or second session, she showed us a photo. It was an ekphrastic exercise. It was a photo of a worn chair and a part of a portrait. So I call this worn furniture. The portrait stays exactly where it is, stays right side up. We sit in the chintzy, sinking sofas, sipping our tea, unease chips, wafer slim bone china, cracked knuckles around flimsy S of stem handle, unuttered rule. We do not speak of them. We all claim backstory, prismatic in its behind creaky paper hand fan telling, our own narrative inserted in, but all varying degrees of veracity. We comprehend expressions of this untruth and relish passing it along on the gossip mill of our antique prized dessert trolley, with after dinner mints, with after whiskey sanity saving slim cigarettes, the bitter French kind. And as unchallenged truth, time fades patina and richness of once luxurious surroundings, fades down memory to dull ache. We pull up their faces between the heavy shutters our eyes make at the turn of dark to light. We are kind to them, we cursed, possessed of unreliable narrator brain, summoning up a saint, a passé demon spawned last year back in mode savior the seer. We heed the sky reclining, loosening grasp on her burning light. Here we wander from room to room, greeting its left behind ghosts. Here we change the pattern of dimming and glaring lampshades to keep their gaudy dreams captive in the halls, to assuage the guilt we have on departing. So that's one. And Dan, I don't remember if I did this, and if I did, I won't do it again. I won't scare you guys. But did I sing Eddie's ditty for you guys already? I did. Okay. Good. Okay, so this one is new. It was, I guess I made this yesterday. It has a title, a temporary title called Mother Fallow. I might change that. Find all the scattered people in the wind, heed all the discordant, unheard voices. I hear bones rattle a mother's fractured harmony beneath the fallow of thieved reddened soil. An oak tree has forgotten each kin's name, planted herself beside a river, swift current of milk and honey suckled dry breasts. The babies go hungry. The baby cease crying. The land's heart beats steadily, aerates, failing breath into brush rabbit's lungs. She runs, 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 purpose embodied. No swift limbs are existence. She runs, 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 life cycle enlightened. No swift limbs are survival. In flesh is a night, in a night carnage, in carnage dominion. Solemn gray wolf bays the golden gourd moon down. Red-shouldered hawk looses arrogant sun from her wings cape. In dominion is a day, in a day, decimation, in decimation, stillness. Heed all the discordant, unheard voices. Find all the scattered people in the wind. Thank you.
All right, cool. Thank you. Really quick, I know I got to ask what do you have coming up this week? If you want to share.
Eddie's movie night is this Wednesday, and we are doing a trio of horror movies, all the classic versions. We're doing Omen, Friday the 13th, and Tales from the Crypt. And on the 15th of this month, I am coming out with our community lit mag called Mayari Literature. And among the people featured in it are Michael Sindler. Yeah. So yeah, do check it out. A lot of wonderful folks from our community in it contributed. It's amazing. The writing is amazing that were submitted. It was hard. It was a hard choice, but thank you. Yeah, that. Look
right
for it.
on.
Yay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Any links, also feel free to post there in the chat, and I'll forward it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome. Shout out to Julian checking in online, as well as Sandy. Good to see you guys online with us. Again, if you guys are watching online, just let us hang out with us in the live chat a little bit. Let us know you're here. And if you're watching this later on in the week, I mean, I know sometimes Mondays are hard to actually be with us on the live stream, especially if, you've got homework or you just got to work on other stuff. It happens. So if you're checking this out when you have the free time, thanks for checking it out. Yeah, and of course, support all our awesome peeps here. We're going to go ahead and come back to El Paso, Chuco Town, the 915. And we've got Mr. Monday Night up next. You know him from Tumble Words. You know him from here. You know him also as the live host of BWOMS shows now. That's right. He's going to be hosting 2 this month. That's right. Friday at Cracked Rhythm and Brews and last Thursday of the month at Old Sheepdog. We're really excited for that. Plus, it's nice to take a step back from that personally. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome to the stage Kit Rand. Take it away, my friend.
Yes, hello everyone. How are you doing? You look good. Like that new diet you're trying. Or the old diet you're sticking with. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Just don't let me make decisions for you. That's the important thing. Yeah, gonna read a couple of old ones and then the cover poem. All right, here we go. Still don't have a title for this one, but the titles aren't important. In my dream, all the creatures of the earth could talk, but none of them had any special wisdom or insight. A jackrabbit flagged me down, said some weather we're having, chief, and ran away. What does this mean? A turtle described in plodding circular detail the episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City she saw while walking past a picture window the next street over. The porch cats all tried to get me alone so they could spread rumors about each other. And I'm pretty sure a rattlesnake called me a slur. I have no concept where he learned such a thing. I summoned my friend the crow for understanding, and he said he's tired of dating apps. The wizened crow, who they say knows the future, can tell right away when he clicks with someone. And this is just what his life will be now, he guesses. Agreeable, lukewarm dinners on the rooftops of trendy downtown gastropubs with lady crows that he respects but does not love. Cannot find it even to feel strongly about them. He had the spark once, but she flew away in the winter. And now that he knows what the real spark feels like, has heard the actual buzz of personal electricity, which is, I suppose, his personal metaphor for love, the half measures and the facsimiles will never do again. I feel for my friend the crow. I say to him, I know exactly what you mean. Now, when a woman flirts with me at the bar, I respond dutifully, but at half speed, like an unathletic child at soccer practice. My concept of a shared future is gone. In all my mental images, I am alone, without even the friends who I know are beside me now. But friend Crow, you know so much. And surely you know this too, that loneliness is not real. Not exactly a lie, but not the truth either. My people will be there, even if I can't see them, because they don't do it to be seen. And Crow, it will be that way for you. The crow who knows all things regards me newly and alarmed as if he is seeing me for the first time, and flies off into the red sky screaming, holy shit, they can talk. Now you try to make friends, and that's what happens. This I haven't done this one in a long time. I am not sure if writers have the power they claim. I think we must claim it to give us the motivation to finish and the bravado to force people to look, but we cannot control what people see when they look. At our best, we are comically explicit warning signs. It's ridiculous that we're needed at all. Please leave the swords in their display. Please do not feed the bears. Come on, please. I read an interview with a park ranger who said, with the good humor of someone who truly loves their job, that the problem with dumpsters at campsites is that the smartest bear is better at spatial reasoning than the dumbest camper. So it is with writing for a cause. The most graspable, immediate, bloodied pieces get carried away by bears to mean what the bears want. And the bears want only food. If it is intricate and sly and completely, fully realized, both humans and bears will give up and try the next dumpster. Don't misunderstand me. I love this shit. I don't care if no one picks this lock. I'm not about to quit and become a welder. It is good to write. It is necessary to write. I don't know about power, but there is purpose. There should be a record of all our failures. There should be a vision of the future that leaches the color out of the present. We should never be allowed to think that this is the best we can do. And the cover poem, because, you know, musicians do it. I think poets should claim that right too. And as was mentioned earlier, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. And a writer that Michael name dropped earlier. In fact, I'm going to read. This also has a tinge of horror to it, which I particularly like. So I like reading this in October for several reasons. But this is The Facts of Art by Natalie Diaz of the Mojave Nation. And woven plaque basket with sunflower design, Hopi, Arizona, before 1935, from an American Indian basketry exhibit in Portsmouth, Virginia. The Arizona highway sailed across the desert, a gray battleship drawing a black wake, halting at the foot of the Orange Mesa, unwilling to go around. Hopi men and women, brown and small and clay-like, peered down from their tabletops at yellow tractors, water trucks, and white men blistered with sun, red as fire ants, towing sunscreen-slattered wives and glinting Airstream trailers and caravans behind them. Elders knew these BIA roads were bad medicine. Knew, too, that young men listened less and less, and these young Hopi men needed work, hence set aside their tools, blocks of cottonwood root and half-finished kashari, the clown katsinas, then signed on with the Department of Transportation. Were hired to stab drills deep into the earth's thick red flesh on First Mesa, drive giant sparking blades across the mesa's faces, run the drill bits so deep they smoked, bearding all the Hopi men in white. Bad spirits, said the elders. The blades caught fire, burned out. Masaw is angry, the elders said. New blades were flown in by helicopter, while elders dreamed their arms and legs had been cleaved off and their torsos were flung over the edge of a dinner table. The young Hopi men went back to work cutting the land into large chunks of rust. Nobody noticed at first. Not the white workers, not the Indian workers, but in the mounds of dismantled mesa, among the clods and piles of sand, lay the small gray bowls of baby skulls. Not until they climbed to the bottom did they see the silvered bones glinting from the freshly sliced dirt and rock wall, a mausoleum mosaic, a sick tapestry, the tiny remains roused from death's dusty cradle, cut in half, cracked, wrapped in time-tattered scraps of blankets. Let's call it a day, the white foreman said. That night, all the Indian workers got sad drunk, got sick, while elders sank to their kivas in prayer. Next morning, as dawn festered on the horizon, state workers scaled the mesas, knocked at the doors of pueblos that had them, hollered into those without them, demanding the Hopi men come back to work, then begging them, then buying them whiskey, begging again, finally sending their white wives up the dangerous trail, etched into the steep sides to buy baskets from Hopi wives and grandmothers as a sign of treaty. When that didn't work, the state workers, called the Indians lazy, sent their sun hat wearing wives back up to buy more baskets, katsinas too, then called the Hopis good for nothings before begging them back once more. We'll try again in the morning, the foreman said. But the Indian workers never returned. The BIA's and DOT's calls to work went unanswered as the fevered Hopis stayed huddled inside, the small bones half buried in the crevices of mesa, in the once holy darkness of silent earth and always night, smiled or sighed beneath the moonlight while white women in Airstream trailers wrote letters home, praising their husbands' patience, describing the lazy savages, such squalor in their stone and plaster homes. Cobs of corn stacked floor to ceiling against crumbling walls, their devilish ceremonies. In the barbaric way they buried their babies. Oh, and those beautiful, beautiful baskets. Oh shit, where's my little thing?
Even the cat stole it. I saw her walk away with it earlier.
Ah, damn it, Myra. Oh, well, you know where to find me. Instagram at Kit Ren Away. Find me on Facebook easy enough. Ko-fi.com/KitRen is where you'll find a lot of belletristic essays about football history. Today's is about one of my favorite games in history, actually. The night that Brett Favre did it all for his dead father. Really momentous little game in NFL history, and it was fun to write about. The Tumblewords Project, of course, Tumblewords Project on Facebook, or you can find me on Instagram where I keep all of the promotional things going. This week will be our workshop leader will be Maureen Medina. The week after that, it will be Maria Perez. And then the week after that, for Dia de los Muertos, Raquel Mejia. Oh, nothing but fun, nothing but good times ahead. And of course, if you're local, I'll be hosting some our live events, the 20th at Craft Rhythm and Brews and the 26th at Old Sheepdog. Come by, buy me a beer, get on stage, get your jollies off. No comics. Y'all don't want to be here either. Why make us both suffer? It'll be a great time. And if you're not local, drive really fast and get down here. Plan ahead. And we'll take it back to Richie for the rest of the night.
All right. Thank you so much, Kit. Appreciate that. And again, for the help with hosting and all that. Yeah, check those out. The 20th and the 26th. And that'll be Kit along with Fernando will be running the show. Just going to take a step back and just kind of enjoy it, or just see how you guys do. Maybe I should just see in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to miss, but I'll be honest. If I don't have anything else going on, I'm going to have like FOMO. I'm just going to be like, I got to be there. I got to be there. So I'll hang out. I'll hang out for sure. All right, everyone. Once again, welcome to our online open mic. If you're just tuning in, we've had a pretty good list so far. We got more people signed up, and we may have a few, maybe one or two sign up along the way. The link to sign up is in the description of the video if you do want to do that. But again, shout out to everyone watching online. If you are an APCC student and you are looking for the Tejano Passport program, you can just shoot me an email. You can just find me in the email directory at the college. You just type in my last name, Marrufo, Marrufo, Marrufo. And or you can just find me online here. Look up my name, Google it, find me Deadwall Reveries. Anyway, or you can even just message to the Barbed Open Mic series. I can get you that code for the Tejano Passport. Otherwise, let's go ahead and keep things going. We're going to go from El Paso to Louisville, Kentucky, where we have Frog Corpse in the house. Frog, what's going on? How you doing today? Welcome back. Good to have you here. Go ahead and take it away when you're ready.
All righty. Let me get this going. Tombstone Run. Well, it was going. Hang tight. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to do this one instead. All right. Halloween is Dead. Pull that up. There are no decorations when I look out and see a neighborhood too plain communities withering, trees, leaves die too quick, too long to wait, unfold. A canopy of sky, my mind, it ebbs and flows. The houses all line up, chip paint, bark and beast. Hidden beyond a fence, canines howl with grief. Boredom is not a frame of mind, but a picture of outer truth. No one on these streets as the pavements painted in gloom. Friends and families torn apart, ends and lies within. For that's the truth in the words for the titles that you give. You used to use and used in the current and past tense, as your Halloween costume is the face you shower with. Tires screech here and loud and just from down the lane. How I waited for Halloween, but it's just like every day. No squash, no lanterns, stickers or bones, no spider webs or streamers, plastic spiders and tombstones. A community dies and disbelievers. We tried and tried too hard to hold a vigil to that flame, for every door and windows closed as this neighborhood decays. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that. And once again, we are in our little Zoom rectangles, snapping it up, clapping it up. Thanks for joining us. On theme. We got this time for the spooky stuff all throughout the month. So come on through. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm thinking out loud again. Sorry. Let's stop that. All right, we're gonna keep going. Looking at the list right now. We're gonna go ahead and our next performer runs an open mic, Fertile Brains. You can find more about it online if you're on Facebook, especially if you're in the Pandemic Poets group. If you don't know that, you should follow that as well to be kind of kept in touch. In tune, we're going to go to India, where we have our friend Prasanna in the house. And you're already ready. You got your video on and everything. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome back, and go ahead and take it away.
Okay, time to arrive through barbed wire. Let's hear. Grow. I feel darkness fraud, the face of joy smiling. I walk into this world with nothing but a soul. I hold out my beggar's cup, too busy. Know it all, man. I cannot look to them for salvation. Lies somewhere within. As these men are clever, bigger, better than, stronger in every way. I see them seeing nothing, thinking they see everything. I am on the sidewalk, this speck of dust low. I will join that speck and that speck till we are a place where daisies grow. That is Dan. That is Dan. That is Dan. Yeah. So Dan, thank you for letting me to read your poem. That's a wonderful poem. You shared two poems for this wonderful anthology called Manishatvam, We Rise by Lifting Others. Thank you being part of the anthology. I missed Michael, and yes, Michael, we would love to have you always. Finn, yes, Mr. Tezo Zemek was, the last week he was a participant of that, and yes, and fantastic. Wolfin, I am a wolf in man's skin. I hide within, hiding my form and figure. I take shape of my originality in the twilight of waning moon. I scream my heart out as I lift my fictitious wail, as I appear to be human, yet there is nothing humane. I maw the flesh of innocent, gnawing their pace. I devour the weakness. After all, I am wolf in man's skin. I am shrewd and cunning hound. I hound the gullible and honest, where is the human with no many animal traits. But being a wolf, I pity man can who least have humanity and concern for the same foe. That's Wolfine. That was on photo from. Thank you, Richie. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Dan. We love you there, Mr. Tezo Zamek, Michael, and everyone. We would love to see you on the Fatal Brain. So please do try to join on Sunday, 7 p.m. But it's early for you, 9 a.m. maybe some kind of Eastern Standard Time. So, but anyway, that is something you could just do it. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. And hopefully you have a great rest of your day, a great week. Definitely, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the Fertile Brains, he posted the Zoom link straight in here. I'm probably not going to do that, but there's a Facebook group and stuff too that you can check that stuff out. Dude, how do signups work like that? Just type it in the chat. That way, so we can also share it to our YouTube land.
Yeah, just Richie, you could just click in on the links, and so that it takes you directly to the group. So that's the thing. Very easy.
Okay.
I could share the Zoom link with you personally. So I'm sharing everywhere.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Awesome stuff. Thank you again for being here. Yeah, I get paranoid sometimes about just sharing like the Zoom link raw online, but it works out. It works out. All right. So yeah, it is October. We're back with the open mic online. As always, if you do want to be part of this and you didn't have a chance to be on tonight, we do have a sign up link that's always available on our link tree, and you can find that link tree on our YouTube channel. We have like links on the top on our Instagram page, and I believe even on our Facebook page, there's a place there where you can find the link tree, and that's the first place I update the sign up sheet. In fact, there is an option to subscribe. And if you subscribe to our link tree, anytime I upload or every time I post the new sign up sheet for the upcoming Monday, I'll notify the subscribers. Right now, we actually have 14 people subscribed. So that's pretty cool. That's why I decided to start using that function. But other than that, you can always just shoot a message. We also do have our Facebook page, and I make all of the events. You can just go to our like Barbed Open Mic series on Facebook. You can go to our event page. You can see all the stuff we have going on, not only online, but in person. And I try and set up the whole month in advance so it's there already. And then if I don't forget, I'll try and post specific links when I can, usually the weekend before or the day before. All right. So we're going to go ahead and come to, we're going to Washington, D.C. And he's already been name dropped quite a few times. And why not? He's so cool. You got a name drop. He's the one, the only Mr. Fantastic. It's Ed Poetastic, our friend in DC. Where are you? Let me get you on here. What's up, Ed? How you doing today?
What's up, bro? Like no other words like thunder. Thank you. You are so bombastic and fantastic. Thank you for making me feel potastic. All right, my name is Ed Potastic. I'm feeling fantastic. Please get in time to join my rhyme for all the sublime. I got 3 poems and 1 short poem, so I won't take too much time. This poem is for Native American Day. This is called Native American Prayer for Healing. Mother, sing me a song that will ease my pain. Mend broken bones, bring wholeness again. Catch my babies where they are born. Sing my death song, teach me how to mourn. Show me the medicine of the healing herbs, the value of spirit, the way I can serve. Mother, heal my heart so that I could see the gifts of yours that can live through me. Thank you. Happy Native American Appreciation Day. All right. Our first Peeps Day lead, this is called Drunken Fish. Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Well, I'm not big on social grace. So think I'll step on down to the oasis. Oh, I got friends in low places. Please drink responsibly before you hurt your man or sweetie. Please don't get pulled over by a roaring hangover. Please know your limits. Please know your limits before reality hits. This is called Drunken Fish. A cup of Henny to make me sing like Whitney. A cup of wine to make me feel fine. A cup of beer to put me to joyful tears, a cup of Guinness to put me to stage of bliss, a cup of Blue Moon to turn me to a balloon, a cup of Bud Light to make me feel all right, a cup of Martini to make me feel like Bond, sweetie, a cup of Pina Colada to make me feel like a cup of Pina Colada to make me feel the beach drama, a glass of Grasshopper to make me feel like a show starter, a cup of Bloody Mary to make me feel like Dracula Scary, a cup of lager to make me feel a bit hotter, a cup of ale to make me straighten my sail, a cup of Sammy Adams to oh, that was random. A cup of porter to make me feel in order, a cup of strout to make me hungry for trout, a cup of mead to make me loose like weed, a cup of Angry Orchard to make me put 1 foot forward, a cup of Corona to make me sing my Sharona, a cup of Budweiser to make me get a much higher, a cup of Old Stuckies to make me feel at ease. If you don't drink, it's okay. Too much to drink, you can't think. Enjoy your days. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I drunk them all. It was college. The balls were singing. I was answering the call. I'm not a pushover. Oh God, here comes the rolling hangovers. The next one is called Lyrical Butterflies. Oh, music, what can I say about you? Maybe happy in the fist in the deep blue. All music is harmony to all our ears. It exterminates our darkest fears and leaves us in happy tears. Music can send fire to our hearts or a big warm hug. It can kill the inner traumas or the toxic bugs. Music gives us safe space. It gives a vibrant room to elevate, concentrate, and meditate with extra grace. Music gives us nostalgia in a more surreal time. It reminds us we are aligned in our physical and mental prime. Music can raise oceans, destroy mountains, and set off volcanoes. It's hard to believe just from listening to a few notes. Music can make you move and groove a billion times. It's deep in our roots. I like these rhymes. Music gives a moment to express ourselves in this ugly yet beautiful world. It can inspire and teach any little boy or girl. Music is art in its own unique luminous form to break us out of our boring dorms. It could be a radiant sun or a chaotic storm, but listen, it only transform. Music is the air we breathe and the food we eat. It's the senses that freeze our bodies and burn our feet. Music and performance that's happening inside our minds. Actually, it's like poetry. You can feel the energy go up our spines. Music is, wait, don't just take my word for it, but put on your headphones or earbuds and immerse yourself in musical blue. Let the notes go through and around you in order to get lost inside your whimsical cocoon. Thank you. And last but not least, this is called Iron Hat. Come on, where's the facts? It's not on your aluminum hat. I don't hear nothing from that cat. Wait, what's with the chaotic format? Okay, I won't do that. There's nothing wrong with the thermostat. No, the Earth isn't fake or flat. No, I'm not a CIA agent, snitch, or a rat. I thought we could hang and chat. Yes, I watch out for your mystical mats. Oh, all right. Please don't snap. No, I'm not doing some MK Ultra crap. You hear sounds, tap, tap, tap. It's a TV. Have you lost it or snap? I keep telling you, no, you're not on the map. Yes, this isn't paint. I'm actually black. Yes, check my ID. Cover that strap. It seems common sense you lack. Hey, don't you smash my Mac. Man, you only have pace, but no snacks. Yes, my electronics and shoes are on the rack. No, I don't have a wire or being tracked. No. This is a sting or a trap. No, time moves forwards. There's no gaps. I think you need a rest or a quick nap. Prepare for combat. Are you smoking crack? No, your cell phone and computers aren't hacked. I'm going. Hope your humanity is intact. For real, you don't need to worry. You're a huge paranoid brat. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, solid set, Ed. Awesome as always. How can we follow and support you online?
You can follow me and support me online while coming or listening to this wonderful mic that makes our Monday night such a light in the wonderful musical spotlight. All right, but you want to follow me? Feel free. My Facebook is Eddie Foreman and my IG is Eddie Foreman 92. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to shine my progressive insight. If you send me a question, the answer is yes. Hope everyone stays safe, healthy, and blessed. Never stop singing or speaking the wonderful words inside your chest. Never stop being and believing and doing your best. And remember, you are more important than you ever know. In your left.
All right, Ed. Thank you so much for that. You got it all in. All right, let's get back on. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Ed Poetastic, everyone. Throwing it all in there. It reminds me a little piece you threw in there, some stuff from Dizzy Gillespie, right? He says, if you can sing it, you can write it. So I'm always trying to make sure I'm singing in some way or some other, so we can write it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep this going. Next up, we're going to go to Los Angeles. That's right, La La Land. Tune in with our favorite Chicano poet out that way that we still got to visit at some point, Los Angeles. He's got some books out. He's got his guitar ready to go. Without further ado, let's welcome Teso Somok to the stage. What's up, man? Happy Monday.
What's up, Richie? Sorry, I let's see, am I on? Okay. Yeah, sorry I missed last week. I got kind of buried in some stuff, but I'm glad I'm back over here and hanging out with the crew, the El Chuco crew. So I have something on theme today for the day, and then I'll have a song after that. This is titled To Die For. The problem is not of legal status. It is one of culture and social and economic mobility. It is foolish for marginalized people to depend on law to make them acceptable by white society, nor should they react to the rejection. The problem is social, economic, and cultural, not one of adjusting the legal relationship between the two groups. When the marginalized people seek to change their role by adjusting the laws of the nation, they merely raise the spectacle of hope for that progress is being made, but not really. It's pure political aestheticization. Simply because a middle-class marginalized person can eat at the Holiday Inn is not a gain. Summarized from Bind the Lorian Jr., Custer Died for Your Sins, page 174. This is another epigram. When fascism comes to America, it will be wrapped in the flag and carrying the cross. Sinclair Lewis, 1885, 1951. Long gone are the days of tribalism. Hurrah, hurrah. These structures, social structures humans created to survive. In transitioning from geofence, bioregionalist, heterotopic tribalism, patriotism will be used to whitewash tribalism. A tribe is a cross-generational with significant shared experiences, religious experience, and social ethical purposes. Righteous tribalism is defined by social ethical purposes that contribute to the welfare and prosperity of the people and to contribute to proper relations to other life and the land. Tribalism is a semiotic signifier that has been fractured via bifurcating entropy. Today, we relish in the ungrounded marketing tribalism. We linger in the consumptive, corporatist, branded tribes. Imagine the carcinogenic sport tribes, the marketing tribal names, the Michael Kors, the Gucci's, the Chanel's. But I think this is already a true statement. You can go to the Staples Center, you can go to any one of those that are named in that kind of way. Silicon Graphics, Valley Bank, anyway. No consequences for the tribalists who Venn diagram across multiple tribes, the nuisance free riders, the tribal defectors, the tribal polygamists, the tribal manufacturers who rationalize their opportunism as ethical poly. Patriotism becomes the universal with mythical psychic power to erase geology, territory, history, genealogies, and historical materialism, echoing Marshall Berman's mantra, all that is solid melts into air, the experience of modernity. To Berman's dismay, the New York City subway map designer had designed it according to Berman's vision of modernity. Why? because we need a sense of national ego, some form of national identity to remember what binds us together, the diversity brought about by multiple waves of migrations that challenge what it means to be an American. Remember October 4th, 2007, when Eagle Eye reporter noted something missing from Democratic presidential contender Senator Barack Obama's lapel? Quote, "You don't have the American flag on. Is that a fashion statement?" The reporter questioned Obama's patriotism. Obama responded, quote, "Those have been politicians since September 12, 2001. The point was missed on talk radio and cable news, who quickly pounced on him. You show your patriotism by how you treat your fellow Americans, especially those who serve, and you show your patriotism by being true to your values and ideals. And that's what we have to lead with, our values and our ideals," Obama said. Patriotism advertises its capacity to unify people who might otherwise focus more on their differences than their commonalities. But really, it's not the reduction of the number of differences, but rather the multiplication, the pluralization or proliferation of differences. The aim is not less difference, but more difference, a contagion of differences. It's not a question of an alternative between Lucretius or Derrida, replacing one difference with difference as language, with a difference that makes all the difference into atoms, the reduction of difference to one difference that makes all the difference, or one difference that makes the most important difference, will only lead us into the hegemonic fallacy or linguistic imperialism that exercises leadership either through diplomacy, coercion, or persuasion. It deploys its preponderance of power. We enjoy wrapping ourselves in the flag. It hurts to step outside without the emblematic emblazoned brand. As people willingly adorn ourselves with the symbols of faceless megacorporations, we unknowingly pledge allegiance to a tribe that prioritizes profit margins over principles. In this twisted landscape, individuals proudly display their allegiance to the church of corporatism, donning the sacred attire of Nike, Apple, or Coca-Cola, as if these brands were the totems of a new age religion. As we strut through the new urban prairies, we, devotees of the corporate tribe, wear their paradoxical insignia, blissfully unaware that the more we pay to wear the brands, the more the brands wear us.
So yeah.
Brand difference, eh?
All right.
All right. This is my blues, 'cause I'm back down on my own again. This is the blues I'm playing. Yes, it is a final thing. When the night is cold and lonely, This is the midnight blue for the girl I left behind. The midnight blue. Ain't it a final thing? This is the blue. Just the feeling deep inside of me. This is the midnight blue. And that's the end of the show.
Siako. Right on, man. How can people follow and support you online?
Dan.
So that was Kid. Who was that? Did you figure that one out? No, huh? Folks can follow me on Instagram under Gaseous2019, on Facebook under The Pandemic Poets, and if you like my test talks under tessosomok.substack.com, and I truly appreciate it. And I think that's all I have. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. And I'm sure that that song hit especially well for those on the East Coast where it is midnight. But we also enjoy that all over the country. Once again, welcome to the. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there you go. I heard my echo there. Sometimes I come out in the monitors and backgrounds. All right, so let me take a look on the peeps. Sandy Lands, as always, in the chat, YouTube chat. Good to see you there. Loving the performances. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hopefully he's ready. Where is he? Where is he? Let's find him. That's right. It is time, as we've done time and time again. Time to end the night with Mr. Dan the Man. Dan, what's going on? How you doing? How's your night going?
Everything's going all right, thank you.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna make this quick. So let me try to do a little freestyle. So, okay. You know, even if we wish had a tower like a Pisa Tower or the Eiffel Tower or the Linden Tower, Mount a Mayflower, but there's always the rush hour, but not even a rush hour. So, well, there's always the Ivory Tower or Beetle Tower, but there's something sweet and sour. Yep, that's kind of a lunch hour. Yeah, seeing something to empower. Well, if you want a flower, there's always a lunch hour. Maybe to avoid the rush hour, but there's a wildflower or this club that used to be called Wildflower. Well, or Wallflower. You know, that's the only thing about. This is only like poetry of the hour. You know, and it's a poet enemy. Fight the power. Yeah, fight the power. Yeah. So. Hmm. Okay. Well. This guy named Hector. But he does have the connector, but he has a collector. But he is a director of the inspector that put for the projector or the reflector. That's to protect his detector. Okay. That's good. All right, guys. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
You're muted, Richie.
No, I'm not done. Dan takes forever to post this stuff. He has to go through his photos and post a picture. Yeah, see?
Okay. We didn't weep it. I'm catching up on Instagram, but yeah, X. Yeah, Twitter's now X. Yeah, so I'm still catching up, and I'm still on hiatus because I'm just trying to catch up. So just find Dan Vance Weekly on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe it, please. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do. I'm doing as best I could. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. Oh. All right, then. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you back here next Monday. Okay, Rick, let's go ahead and call it.
Right. Hold on. So the reason why Dan is so behind on all this stuff is because he's busy writing a really epic poem for Kit's birthday tribute. That's hold on, I gotta meet you, Dan. I'm gonna meet you because it's the end of the show. No, yeah, he's writing a big time birthday tribute for Kit. That's obviously it. That's the case. No, but we're gonna be here next week. Thanks for everyone for tuning in, dropping in. This was kind of a speed run because some of you guys were like, all right, I got one poem, boom, in and out, in and out. It was quick. And I don't mind that. So again, if you hear from EPCC and the Tejano Passport Program, just shoot me a message. You can message us on the Barbed Open Mic series. Just mention that you were here. Leave a comment, whatever. We're gonna be back next Monday. So be on the lookout for that. And Kit's going to be hosting online soon too, right? I can't remember exactly when.
Not the 23rd.
Oh, 23rd. Okay, so soon Kit'll be hosting online as well. Oh, so you're just going to have the 20th, the 23rd, and the 26th.
It'll be Kit Week.
Yeah, like everything's coming up, Kit. No, that's gonna be really cool. As always, like I said, I appreciate the help. If you haven't already, follow us on social media, definitely our YouTube channel. Like I said, we just uploaded a new podcast. Check it out if you have the chance. I have like 2 or 3 more podcasts on the way. And again, I've been sitting on a mountain of like videos, and it's years, a couple years worth of videos that I'm trying to get to. I understand it when Dan says he's not caught up because it keeps going. I feel like Sisyphus rolling up that boulder every single week. I add more content, but we're gonna get there. I believe it. I believe we will. So we're gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Like I said, speed run this time. But shout out to everyone who hung out with us in the live chat, and if you're watching the replay, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully, you guys join us live next week. If not, you know where to find us. My name is Rich. Dead Wild Reveries on Instagram. I will see you guys next Monday for the end of the live stream. Have a good night, everyone. Have a great